Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. Today we're going big for Coaster Spotlight 2.0 is what I'm calling it. We got some major improvements to the show we'll talk about in just a second, but what you're looking at here in the background is Blu Hime, created by GalcianBTH, and that's going to be a big, massive feature for today's return and for the launch of Coaster Spotlight 2.0. So stay tuned and let's check it out. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute since I did some new recordings for Planet Coaster. All the stuff that you've seen over the past few weeks since my return was old backlogged videos from the contest, things that were sitting in my Premiere file, and things we just had to get out of the way. So that was like the Planet Coaster 1.0 videos, and now we're making better improvements going forward, such as we're now upgrading to 60 FPS. I was having some issues with YouTube not allowing 60 FPS, but that shouldn't be an issue going forward now. Yeah, so better quality videos overall. We have some new splash screens that I've created, new little pieces of art, and lots of fun stuff for all coaster, ride, and park spotlights. So if you're new here, guys, be sure to smash that subscribe button, leave a like if you enjoy the series, and be sure to come join us on Discord. It is now open to the public, so you don't even need to own Planet Coaster to come hang out and chat. So we're going to be making some major sweeping changes there, so come join the family, be a part of the community, and become a better builder. And last but not least, there has been some rehauls to the Patreon system, so please go check out my new and improved updated Patreon. It's more simplified, and it's going to make it easier to give back to those who are supporting the channel, even if it's just a few dollars. So definitely a big, warm thank you to all those who have been supporting the show, even in my absence. And now that I'm back, we've hemorrhaged all of our patrons. So come back. Anyways, with all that out of the way, what you're seeing here in the background is Blueheim, created by GalcianBTH, one of the legend builders of this community and one of my personal fan favorites because I get a nostalgic vibe from the time that I started Coaster Spotlights. I gotta say, like, it was the first episode of Coaster Spotlight, which was Nuclear Inferno by Mick Dread, and I grabbed that off the workshop. That first episode had a ripple effect where the emails started pouring in, and I never had to ever go back to the workshop. People were just spamming me with I want to be featured, and one of those first people was GalcianBTH, and I featured his Arcadia Rising in Planet Coaster Spotlight episode 7. So it brings us back, I don't know what episode we're on now, 600 and something, 700, I don't know, but here he is 700 episodes later, still kicking it, still rocking it, and just getting bigger and better. So with all that behind us, guys, let's dive into the creation and what he says here. He sent this insane. The year is 2248. After the success of the Land of the Infinite, Valua Corp has agreed to fund a second park. The park, named Land of the Mystic, will trade in the lights of the city for the shines and templates of the past eras. At the center of it all is the sun of Infinite X rises to the heavens and fall to the pits of the Mother Earth, all while escaping the grasp of the pesky pirates on your tail. Almost 2 years away from the game I present, Blueheim, 1,400 feet tall, 28,000 feet long, and 192 miles per hour. Holy moly, we're in for a big one today, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. And that's what he has to say about this. Now, a special little treat to everybody. He has extended on Blueheim and incorporated a new coaster called Delphinus Rising. So we're not only going to check out Blueheim today, we're also going to check out Delphinus Rising. So buckle up and let's get on with it. So starting with the mega coaster here, Blueheim, we have a hybrid steel track, steel Vengeance RMC, and here's a look at the results. This should be rather interesting. Always good with the excitement, fear, and nausea in terms of Planko simulation. He's killing it, but look at the track length here, 8,600 meters. That is freaking gnarly, and just really great stats overall. You can take a look at them for yourself, but look at the biggest drop here, 430 meters. Now, Galci, you're always looking to push yourself, so I don't know how you've probably hit the top of the map, but maybe in your next one, you can take it from the top to the very bottom. Is that even possible? I don't know, but if there's anyone to do it, it's going to be Galcian. So, enough with the pleasantries, let's ride the coaster. freaking Toledos, ladies and gentlemen. That was bone-chilling. Wow. Oh, Galcian, you, I'm a little lost for words, but I gotta say, the first thing that comes to my mind is, I mean, other than it being breathtaking, but this was, if you guys know Galcian, you've watched the show, you've seen Westworld, you saw Arcadia Rising, what was the last one? The Infinite X. They're so riveting and like screeching. The coaster's just screaming along. And I feel like this is kind of an evolution and almost like a maturity of Galcian. And I think you have a lot to be proud of here, Galcian. I'm certainly proud of you, and I'm proud of the growth and variety that you've shown throughout your creations in the past few years on the show here. I feel like we've grown together to see you evolve into the creator that you are today in this epic display. So the words I'm looking for is like elegant and whimsical. While it was just a massive, entertaining, visual overload experience, it moved and it soared along at almost a less vigorous pace than what we're used to seeing from Galcian. That to me it's a nice change. It's a nice change of pace. While I was still at the edge of my seat, I wasn't clenching my butt cheeks together per se. I was much more relaxed on this one. It was eye-watering. Like I literally had a lump in my throat at one point on how proud I was of this creation. What I was seeing, what was going through my mind, definitely put a lump in my throat. Yeah, that's a tough one to talk about. There's just so much going on here, and you absolutely blew me away with this one here today, Galcian. And like I said, it's definitely showing an evolution, but it still includes all the classic elements that we're used to seeing from Galcian. If you guys remember Arcadia Rising, we had the blimps, we had the long lift hill but you just went with a different style. You have like Asian incorporated in here, and then you also have the Arcadia Rising blimps and stuff. But then you took elements from your Final Fantasy coaster that we saw with the crystal caves, and then you went even further and did something entirely new, what we saw with the underwater experience. I can't even find it because it's literally under the sea. Maybe we just go under the water here and see what happens. Yeah, I don't even know where it is. That was crazy though. You have a whole underwater section, and I thought that was breathtaking. There's one shot that was my favorite. Don't even know where I'm gonna find it. I can't even find the underwater section underwater. You hit it on me. Now where's that shot? Oh my goodness, this is so confusing. All right, I'm gonna cut to it if I can find it. Wow. Yeah, just the way these opening shots unveil the whole scenery. There's so many good angles and areas that are so uniquely themed. Absolutely stunning, Galcian. Really outdone yourself, but it doesn't end there, everyone. We have another coaster to check out, and I can't even seem to find it. I think this is it. My computer is going to catch on fire again. Please, not the new computer. Delphinus Rising, everybody. So he didn't say anything about this one in the email. We're just going to go off the stats here. So we have a launch hydraulic Sprint 500. Has he swapped out the car? Has not. So we have just a classic Sprint 500, and the track length is 4176 meters and 170 miles per hour, and the biggest drop is 219 meters. What was the biggest drop on this one? 429. So we got about half the length, half the drops, but roughly just 20 miles an hour less. So I'm really curious to know how this one plays out, so let's find out. I'll see you guys in a sec. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of more the fast-paced Galcian that we're used to seeing, but still plays on that whimsical, fun, flowy feel that Blueheim has. I feel like they kind of have a similar running theme that we just talked about earlier, and I love the underwater exploration stuff. Like, look at all this detail. That is absolutely incredible. I was ranting and raving about this in the exploration coaster contest that I wanted to see more underwater adventures. I think we ended up getting 2, but not to this level of complexity and detail. I mean, mind you, Galcian probably worked on this thing for like a freaking year. But look at this underwater adventure area. Let's take a quick look at this at night. And speaking of which, I only showed you guys the POVs for day. If you want to see the POVs for night, check out the links down in the description. Go to Galcian's YouTube channel. Give him some support there. He's also got his own music put in that goes really well with the videos. So those are non-royalty free music, so I wasn't able to use them here in the videos today. So hopefully I ended up finding something that was long enough to fit these coasters, but also suitable to these coasters and also royalty free. So I should have fun figuring that part out in the, the post process. But man, what an epic display of 2 amazing coasters from Galcian. Also want to give him a shout out because he provided the 60 FPS cheat engine renders for these 2 coasters here for today to save me a little bit of time because he had already done that. So I just have to go in and find the audio, because right now I'm getting between like 15 to 20 frames on my new rig, and that's with an i9 GTX 1080 Ti and 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. So this computer's pretty beast, and this build hurting my computer pretty bad. Whew. So absolutely amazing nighttime lighting. So once again, go check out the POV videos on his channel. Give him a like, give him a subscribe, and check out those night POVs. Boom. There it is, everybody. Absolutely amazing work again on this today, Galcian. A 30-40 minute video, however long this may be, in the end just doesn't do it justice. That's the one thing about these spotlights. You guys spend years creating them, and I just feel like it doesn't do it justice. But the thing is, not a lot of people have a computer good enough to open up these parks and look at them closer, and here we got to do that today. And I'm just glad I'm able to share this experience with all of you, and I'm just glad to have such legends in this community such as Galcian. So once again, guys, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Tell me what you think of Planet Coaster 2.0, the first spotlight. We're going to show you something new in the next episode with bundle spotlights. The exploration coasters get their own individual videos, but now we're going to be bundling up coasters, getting you guys more bang for your buck, getting more people featured. So be sure to join the Discord down in the description below. Join us on Discord, get your creations in. There's also a submission form for spotlights down there. You can submit suggestions, your own creations, and blueprints are going to get featured more often, more of them. So we're going to spread the love throughout the community of ranks. Be sure to check out my Patreon page, you guys. Now that we're back in full motion, you can expect to see a lot of content from me, and I'm going to be working tirelessly again to bring a good steady stream of content to you guys. So there you guys have it. Amazing job from you here today, Galcian. Oh, I know you spent like a year on this creation, and we only spent a short time talking about it, but I think this is one of those things where words can't even describe how epic this is. It's a visual thing. You saw what you saw. It's just such a hard thing to go back and point out all the little details. So hopefully I did it justice here today. Let me know what you guys think of this amazing creation down in the comments below. Give Galcian your love and go support him on his YouTube channel. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for me here today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye now.